Alright, time to enter Zot. Let's finish this game already. We're going to turn into a dragon. We're going to make ourselves invisible. Step down. Okay, so nothing worth noting right off the bat. Can those see invisible? Well, they can't, so we're going to abuse the shit out of that. So we're going to turn into a dragon up here. And then we're going to, because we make noise, see this yellow thing there? It means we're making noise. So we're going to do that. We're going to go down. I'm going to go up one. I'm going to make myself invisible. And then we're going to approach this death cob and kill it in one hit. So those 5 exclamation points mean we did like over 100 damage. Alright, so now we're going to walk around. So there's a draconian. He can't see invisible. I already know he can't. So I'm going to turn into a statue. Or you know what? I'm actually just going to go invisible. And then I'm going to just go up and kill him. So there is a Quicksilver Dragon. Pretty dangerous for us because it has that Quicksilver Bolt that gets rid of all of our abilities here. So we're going to make a Malign Gateway. And we're going to run this way and try to have our Malign Gateway deal with it. The other thing that's annoying about it is that it's resistant to hostile enchantments. It's also stronger than shit. So there's that too. So now we're going to rest, get rid of contamination. That's what happens when we make ourselves invisible. Go down, make ourselves invisible. Can't remember if these guys can see, so they can't. So we go up, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. That's all the dangerous ones. Kill him. Nice, okay. Let's actually look up and see if we have Discord. No, we don't. Discord is a really strong spell, but we don't have it, so that's fine. There's a Shadow Dragon. Those guys can see invisible. So we're going to back down to here. We're going to make ourselves a dragon ourselves. And then we're going to just run in and beat face. We have resistance to negative energy, so we aren't going to get too fucked up here. Throw that at him. Summon gateway. Guess we can't because it's too enclosed here. Do these have resistance to cold? Very resistant to cold. Okay. Are they resistant to electricity? No. So we're going to make a lightning spire. Guess it didn't matter because we killed it in one fucking hit. So there's a bunch of guys. We're going to cancel our dragon form because that makes us a lot stealthier here. And then we're going to, in fact, we're actually going to see if we can level up our stealth a little bit more, possibly. Maybe up to 15, and this up to 10. Oops. We're going to, yep, we got that up to 10. Make ourselves invisible. Can these guys see invisible? No. So we're going to go for him first. Should have gone for that guy first, really. But we're going to make ourselves a statue. And that'll let us retain our ability to stab more effectively. And it'll also give us some significant protection against most enemies. Okay, I'm going to back up, and we're going to make ourselves invisible.
Yo.
Going to move towards... Oh, hey, David.
How's it going?
Good. Right now I'm streaming and recording. I'm playing as a little kitty cat here who's got like a bunch of hexes and a bunch of transformations and stuff, along with a
Nice.
couple of other cool abilities. I'll be kind of explaining everything that's going on here as I go, just so that way you can kind of catch on. Right now I'm showing you my spells. So right now these guys are all asleep, and when enemies are asleep and you hit them, if you have certain abilities, then you deal like a ton of damage. So I'm going to try to sneak up on these guys. I'm invisible right now because I use this invisibility spell, and they're probably not going to see me. All these guys are super dangerous, but I should be able to kill them. At least one of them. Okay, we killed that guy, killed that guy. Now we really want to kill these next two. We got them, and we got them. Okay, nice. So see those exclamation points? That means I did like 100-something damage, which is just a crazy amount.
Major hit.
Yeah,
Nice.
huge hit, which you normally don't get unless you're either in dragon form. Okay, so now we're invisible. I'm going to pick up this potion. This is a really good potion. It's 2 potions of experience, which is normally really good, and we would normally just use those right away. The only reason we're not is because we're a Felid, and Felids get 9 lives over the course of the game. You can only have 2 lives at once, and you can see here that we have our 2 lives. We've already died 3 times. It isn't like this for any other character except Felids. But Felids are super, super squishy. You can see my AC is only 3, while my evasion is like 46. So they're like really easy to kill.
You're like a rogue kind of thing. With
Yeah.
The dodging, but not a lot of armor.
Yeah, that it's kind of like that. Yeah. So we've got some transformations that we're going to use here that you'll see. So there's a Moth of Wrath. He's not that dangerous on his own, but if he's around a bunch of other guys, yeah, like this. So none of these guys have C invisibility. Like you can examine them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go invisible again, and I'm going to try to stab these guys. These guys are kind of tough otherwise. So I'm going to stab him, and this death cob is really nasty. So he woke up, but he still can't see us, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn into a dragon that's going to give us a huge boost to our attack damage. So before we had like a base attack of like 15, now we have a base attack of like 50. So it's like way bigger, and you'll see I'm going to attack this guy.
You just got to hit him.
Yeah. And you can see there, it's like 3 exclamation points. That's meaning it's like 15 damage or something. So I'm just going to kill him. He's probably not going to be that bad when we're in dragon form. Dragon form is really, really good.
What does it cost you to turn into the dragon?
It costs me like 7 mana, but I've trained my transmutations up to 13. And I have like 23 intellect, so I'm able to use it pretty effectively. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to rest away all my magical contamination, which is what happens when I go invisible. I'm going to ignore this item.
All the stuff that they're dropping is like useless for you then?
Yeah, at this point, this would be... I already have this. Like, I already have it in my inventory here. I pretty much have everything I need to win the game, like, really, really easily. So I'm to the point of the game where I'm really likely to win. But there's some really dangerous stuff here. So this is a staircase. You can see there's a star there. I'm going to go down this staircase with all my buffs on. So I'm going to use statue form, which gives me like 26 AC. This is the only way to actually get bonus armor as a Felid. The only downside is it makes me really slow. but it's good for
Is that
going
because you
down the
can't
staircases.
wear armor?
Yeah,
There's
this is the
no
one
cat
character
armor in this game.
you can wear. There's armor in this game, but cats can't wear any armor. None. All they can wear is rings and amulets.
Even that's a stretch.
Yeah, it's
Probably hurts. Hurts
yeah, exactly.
exposed.
So you're like basically defenseless, but you get extra lives. It's a really dumb character. So I'm also gonna make myself invisible. So I'm gonna go down, and there's nothing here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rest away all this contamination, and then I'm just gonna explore. So there's another enemy that can't see invisible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this transformation because it makes me slow. I'm going to turn on invisible, and then I'm going to approach this guy. I guess I could have gone to the staircase, but that's fine.
So you get like a big backstab bonus or something when you're invisible. Is that why you're killing him in one hit?
Yeah. When they're asleep like that, then you get a big backstab bonus, and invisibility makes you almost impossible to see when they're asleep like that. And the reason why I'm resting away is if I cast invisibility multiple times in a row, see this contamination here? If it turns yellow, which will happen if I cast it twice in a row, then it'll be it'll like mutate me, which is really bad. You do not want to get mutated in this game. It sucks really bad. So these guys are already awake. But invisibility makes it so they can't really attack us at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn into a dragon first, because that can potentially contaminate us. Yeah, see how it contaminated us? If we did that when we were invisible, then we would have gone into yellow and we could have gotten mutated. So we're going to step away and try to get out of notice of this guy.
When you say gone into yellow, is there like a double contamination that makes
Yeah,
you
exactly. It's like
vulnerable or
double. It's
something?
like a double contamination, and it turns like yellow and stuff.
Okay, so it's like a mechanism so that you're only using so many spell effects at once.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a penalty.
Yeah. And it's like a way to balance out invisibility. So this ability is really insane. It puts all of his allies immediately next to me where they can probably kill me in one hit. So I need to be away from this guy. I'm a cat, so I have extra running speed, so I can pretty much guarantee that when I step away, he's not going to be there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually run all the way here. Okay, my contamination is gone. That's all I needed. I'm going to go back up here. So there's them. I'm going to turn into a dragon. I'm going to go invisible. And I still get a bonus. See how they're confused like that? I still get a bonus to damage. So that killed them really fast. This thing can see invisibility, so it's actually pretty dangerous. It has a bolt spell. This is bolted draining, but we have the resistance to it, which is resist negative energy. Which only reduces it by like 30 or 50% or something. He doesn't have resist electricity, so we're going to use lightning spires. We miscast it. We had a 1% chance to do that. So I'm going to try it again.
Dragon has stubby hands.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to move over. He hit us with that, but didn't deal too much. Hit him with the fire. Then we were just bash face. Okay, nice. So now we're going to go back and go up this staircase. Enemies can't go up staircases unless they're right next to you. So you're always safe when you're up on a staircase as long as you clear the level. So you'll see me retreating a lot. So I got drained slightly. This disappears when I gain XP, and I was only lightly drained. So that's fine. I'm going to turn into a dragon in case they're down here. And then I'm going to come up here.
So
So
did
there
you just
he
like
is.
rest up when you were up there? It's hard
Yeah,
for
you
me to
can pretty
follow
much.
all the text.
Yeah, you can just rest up and where'd he go? There he is. So we're gonna kill this guy. I don't know when our invisibility is gonna run out. I think I'm just going to make it, so I'm going to use this other ability. This ability is called Malign Gateway. It summons like just an insane ally. So this tentacle here deals 40 damage and 30 damage, and both of them can potentially just like insta-kill. It does unpredictable effects, which means it can do literally anything in the game. So this is
Nice.
like an
Yeah,
insane ally.
the power of Cthulhu
Yeah, exactly.
inside
And
of
it's
him.
immune. It's immune and resistant to everything and can see invisible. It's insane. So I'm gonna summon it, and then I'm gonna wait for these guys to close in. Okay,
I
and
like how
here's the
they
downside of
have
it.
it
It turns
like
neutral, so you can't
extending.
be next to it. Otherwise, it'll start attacking you.
Hmm.
So that's why I don't use it every time. So there he was.
I like how it comes out of the gate,
Yeah,
like it elongates,
exactly.
is reaching from the void.
Yeah, the Malign Gateway is one of the best spells in the game, too. So the reason why I cast it there is because I knew for a fact, because there was a 3x3 space here, it was gonna spawn here and not anywhere in here. So I summoned it, and now I'm gonna make myself invisible so he can't hit me, and I'm gonna let this tentacle kind of deal with a lot of what's going on up here. I'm gonna summon one of these lightning spires, and I'm just gonna. I don't want to get contaminated, so I'm not gonna turn into anything yet. I'm just gonna swing at them, which they're very unlikely to hit me right now. So they're all right next to each other. This guy probably used his ability on the tentacle, which is exactly what we wanted. Now we're going to blast him with this, and then this is Freezing Cloud. Freezing Cloud is a really strong spell, and unlike most summons, it doesn't interact with this because there's a portal. So we're just going to use it on them. And
It's convenient.
yeah, yeah. Um, so they managed to kill it, which is fine. This guy can deal 27 plus his broad axe. That's 13, so he can deal 40 damage in one hit. We can deal with that. Really, we just want to make sure that we can't get killed in one shot. Okay, our invisibility is at darker blue, which means it's about to go away, and there's a death cob over there. So we're gonna try to run away from this and let our contamination settle. And then, okay, so there's a storm dragon. I'm gonna back up, turn into a dragon, turn invisible, and I'm gonna bellow, which makes a bunch of noise. It actually makes more noise as a dragon when you yell, and that's gonna attract him to me here. So I'm gonna
Giant roar.
yeah, which is kind of funny. It's not really that useful most of the time, but in fact, it's probably bad, but it's kind of flavorful.
That
So
armor's no good.
was that?
That armor. Oh, you can't even wear the armor.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
not
wear any
big
other
enough to
armor
sell
here.
at this point.
Yeah, all I can do is train my skills and just try to get.
Can you? You can still carry stuff though, right?
Yeah, you can carry stuff.
You're already
Holy
full
shit!
of.
This ring is really good. I didn't even notice that I picked this up, but I can't. I'm not gonna use it right now. Probably. I'm gonna drop these. I don't need them anymore. Wizardry helps you cast your spells, but I got enough XP at this point where I can cast any spell I need to. So there's a jelly. He's like just useless. He doesn't. I don't even know why he's here. I didn't know that they spawned here. But he does 3 damage.
Is there an enemy that summoned him? What's that mirror there?
That's a phantom mirror. I actually have that. It lets me copy any enemy on the screen, which can be good. And it depends on the enemy. I don't know why this is. I don't know why that's there. I've never seen a jelly in Zot before. Make myself invisible. These things aren't that dangerous, but these can see invisibility. That's funny. Okay, there we go. So contamination's gone. Yeah, I don't know why there's a bunch of jellies here. Oh, it's like a volt. See that these are yellow, so they're corrosion. So it's like a volt of corrosive enemies. So I'm going to turn on, or I'm going to put on this ring here, which is resistant to corrosion, and I'm going to activate dragon form. Then I'm going to make myself I'm not going to make myself invisible yet. Okay, now I'm going to. So I'm going to throw down a freezing cloud because these guys all get slowed by it because they're cold-blooded. They're draconians. Swing once. And I'm going to summon a malign gateway, which will either be in there or out here. Okay, went up there. I'm going to back up once. I need to make sure that it's within my line of sight or else it won't attack. Use freezing cloud. I just need to be really careful that the moment this turns dark blue, I start running. Because then once these guys can see me, it's not good. Yeah, our buddy over there is really not going to help us very much. He's kind of far away. So this is an acid blob, which I didn't see. This thing's super dangerous, and it can also see invisibility. But I think it's going to die in just a moment here. So we're going to speed that up by using a wand. This is an evocable item with Ice Blast. And then we're going to swing at it to kill it. Nice. There's a Shadow Dragon, and we're slightly corroded, which can get out of hand really, really quickly. It reduces our AC, and it also makes our attacks a lot weaker. So I think the only thing that we can do at this point is maybe run. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run. Yeah, where's the nearest staircase is up there, so I'm gonna go up, and I'm actually gonna turn off this dragon form because I can outrun this guy. And it's actually better to have better dodging against this guy because AC doesn't protect me at all. So we're gonna run over here and go up to this. This is a hatch up. It just takes me to a random place above. And then we're going to go back down here. So this is the staircase that leads next to the other, to the Shadow Dragon. So we're going to actually turn into a dragon here. And we're going to go down. Oh, no, never mind. It was a different one. Okay, that's fine. We go up here. There's the Shadow Dragon. We're going to create a malign gateway. And we're just going to let the malign gateway take care of this Shadow Dragon. Yeah. Super. What was that?
Said he smacked him.
Yeah, he smacked with the tentacle. Crunch. There's a death cob. I think we can just... What does he do? He has 35 damage per hit. I think we can just turn invisible against this guy. And then... So there's a bunch of other enemies that are coming up. I think I'm just going to see if I can get close enough to deal with this cob. Wait a turn. Attack it. Attack it. Attack it. Okay, it's dead. So now we're just... Oh, it's not. I didn't see it there. Let's try this wand of acid. It's almost dead here. We'll just finish it off with the Ice Blast. So the evocable wands here have limited uses. So I only have 26 charges of that Ice Blast. But I only have 3 floors left of the game, and it's just going to be over by then. So it's good to make use of it now, as opposed to like never end up using it. Mm-hmm. You know? So there's an acid blob. So we have the resist corrosion. He can see invisibility, so it's not worth doing that. I'm going to turn this way to cut off line of sight. I'm going to summon a malign gateway. That was a bad placement, but that's fine. We're going to turn into a dragon, and I'm going to turn invisible so this guy can't see me. I'm going to just kill that. And we're going to make an ice cloud. We're going to move this way so he doesn't get out of the ice cloud. So he died really fast from the freezing vapors. Just because freezing vapors are really nasty. They're really, really good.
Is that because he's cold-blooded or just in general?
Freezing vapors is good against anything that doesn't have cold resistance. It's extra good against the draconians, but that's just incidental. It's basically free damage against a lot of enemies. So we're going to put back on, or no, everything down here is corrosive, so we don't want to take that off yet. So there's an Annihilator. He can't see invisibility, but he can also deal, see that Leodib's Crystal Spear? This thing deals 3d 35, and the other thing, an Iron Shot deals 3d 30 basically, so he can deal a lot of damage really quickly. Potentially.
Hit.
Yeah. So I'm going to approach him, and I'm going to get close enough to freezing clouds him. And, wow, I can't believe that just hit. It was just a poison dart. It didn't really deal any damage. So freezing cloud, we're going to approach him. He's slowed, see that little hourglass thing? And he's stuck in the freezing cloud. So we're just going to attack him through. So we got our stealth to 15. So I'm just going to train fighting and dodging for the rest of the game at this point. Because I don't really have any use for any more stealth, honestly. Well, I mean, you know what? I'm actually going to train stealth and dodging for the rest of the game. Because being really stealthy is going to help me to evade some of the enemies when I'm in the Chamber of Zot, which you'll see soon. I'm going to turn into a dragon, go down, invisible, kill him. I'm going to go collect this scroll of summoning, which is really good. You don't usually have 4 scrolls of summoning. I've used a lot of them too. So I'm just going to go down like a normal cat, use this, and then just attack here. Okay, easy. And then kill this guy. Okay, so there's an acid blob. We're going to want to be in a draconian form here. But first I'm going to put this here. I wonder if we want to be in draconian form. Yeah, we do for sure. Turn into a draconian, or dragon, I mean. So we killed it really fast. Dragon form, unsurprisingly, deals more damage in melee than anything else in the game. It deals the absolute most. Like, the highest weapon damage you can get from a weapon is like 24 or 22 is what it is. A giant spike club, and that most characters can't even use it. The highest the highest damage you can get realistically is like, I think like 18 or 19 or something. This is like fucking 38 or something. So it's like
dragon.
Yeah. Dragon form is it makes your defenses a lot worse for most characters, but it's really cool to use as a Felid because we're so stealthy they aren't even seeing us. It's really cool to use as a Felid because it makes your defenses actually better. So it's like a little. I'm gonna back up, turn to a dragon, invisible. We're gonna be doing that a lot. that's kind of our
Seems like
strategy.
a good move. Like an
Yeah.
invisible dragon sneaking around.
Yeah, exactly.
Spooky.
Yeah, he's doing exactly that. This is kind of a sweet character. Um, so there was a draconian that was in view that just walked out of view. So we're gonna invisible up. Where'd he go? Holy shit! So none of these can see invisibility except for these guys. And we can't outrun these guys because they're fast. And we also can't
You have like a
What was
fire
that?
bomb.
Yeah, I
Something that
do
could
have
blow them all
something I
up at
could
once.
use that would be really powerful here, but I think that what would be better is to just run, because these acid blobs are so powerful. They were fucking me up. Like, I went through the slime pits earlier, and they were fucking destroying me. So I'm going to back up one. I'm going to use a malign gateway. Oh no, it just gave me minus. I miscast and it gave me minus telly, so I can't teleport. But I think I can get around that. We're gonna do it again. What? We miscast again, and we're yellow contamination because of the invisibility. That sucks.
A 1% chance.
This was a 17% chance, so it was a little more likely. It's a good spell, but
It's a
okay.
little
So this isn't good.
unlucky.
Yeah, it's pretty unlucky to get it twice in a row. Um. Uh. Let's see. What's the likelihood of that? Really, really, really low. Um. Uh. I'm just looking through all my options. I think the best choice here is going to be to use cancellation to get rid of the minus telly. I only have one cancellation potion, and it's really valuable. But the reason I'm going to use it here is because it also gets rid of the yellow contamination, preventing us from getting mutated, which is really good. So we're going to use cancellation, and we're going to use scroll of teleport. Actually, what can this do? Okay. I think we're going to use scroll of teleportation. Now, the only downside here is that if this guy blasts us, then it's going to get rid of the teleportation on us because it's dispelling. But we have really high evasion, so it's really unlikely. So we're going to use the scroll of teleport. We're going to move away, move away, move away, move away, move away again. We're just going to keep running. See, he's firing at us, but it's not quite hitting us. We just got
How is the telly helping you right now?
It eventually is going to teleport me to a different place on this map. So
How long
probably
does it
another
take?
turn or two. Can this kill us in one hit? No. So there we go. Finally teleported. It's normally faster, but since we're in the realm of Zot, we have this orb ability, this orb thing here, which makes it so that way our teleportation will take longer.
Gotcha. That makes sense. It's just ramping up the difficulty.
Yeah, exactly. So here's an acid blob. We're really happy to have it isolated here. Most of the time, when you fight something one-on-one in this game, you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to win one-on-one unless it's like an insane enemy. So we can fight this. Probably don't need to make a malign gateway, but we're gonna make a lightning spire. Or wait,
Do you
it
have a
says
way to
resist.
get rid of the corrosion right now?
No. It's the only thing that gets rid of it is cancellation. but that's fine. We don't need to get rid of it. Because it goes away on its own. So now these things are really nasty against us because they dispel our abilities like Dragon Form and stuff, and they can also see invisible. So we're gonna make a malign gateway and have it fight this guy for us, and we're just gonna hold on to our dodging so that way we don't get hit by his bolt, and we're gonna let it fight our battles for us like a real man. We don't need to be a real man because we're a cat.
Yeah, like a real cat.
So we're gonna turn invisible. Oh,
causing chaos and then dipping.
yeah, we don't have resist poison. We need to turn into a dragon to do that. So we're gonna risk the contamination there. Fight this guy. Nice, okay. So we're gonna go back here, rest up, get rid of our contamination, get full HP. So there's an acid blob, nice and isolated. We're gonna move down here, dragon. I'm gonna move towards it, dragon breath, lightning spires. Lightning spires is a cool spell because you can see it's like level 4, which is way lower than like our level 7 and level 6 spell and stuff, but it is like one of the best spells in the game. Like this right now is dealing 3d9, and all we do is just cast it and it just blasts them with it, like for free basically, and most enemies aren't resistant. And that's a recent change. They only recently added it so you can see how much it is, which is a good change, I think. Earlier today I found out, so like they have a Discord. Here's another acid blob. They have a Discord where you actually talk to like the devs, and this is called Stone Soup because like you contribute to the game and everything.
How's that?
Like there's a story of like a Stone Soup where like a bunch of people come together and like put different things inside of the stone soup, which is originally just water. It's kind of it, and that's like the theme of the game is that it's like open source and anybody can contribute to it. So I basically spent.
What do you do?
You can just recommend. You can recommend stuff to the developers. You can make your own bolts and stuff. You can do pretty much anything. But I told him here. One sec. Let's finish this acid blob. Lightning spires. Kill it. Okay, nice. There's another one. So we're gonna let it come over here. Approach it. Fire. Move up so lightning spires can hit it. Okay, nice. So what I was gonna say was, anyway, I've been complaining to the developers, or not really complaining, but I've just been bragging about how like the slime rune. You have to collect 3 runes of Zot. The slime rune is like the easiest one to get. Your 3rd rune is supposed to be really hard to get, but like if you just do slime rune every time, it's super easy. Because like I think they screwed up with the final boss of the slime pits and made it so that way you can use a single item to like paralyze him, and he's super easy to kill. And I've just been bragging about it constantly for like the last week or two, and they changed it. They nerfed it so that way you can't do it anymore. I just found that out today. Is that what you wanted
them to do?
Well, I mean, it's good because otherwise, Slime Pits is already the easiest place to get your rune, to get your 3rd rune. But the fact that the final boss that's supposed to make it way harder, I didn't even kill the final boss because I have like a god that lets me break into the vault. But let's turn invisible. But the fact that you can also just kill it by using it's a scroll of vulnerability here. It makes it so that way they can get paralyzed and stuff by wands and everything, or polymorphed and stuff. But the fact that you can just do that so easily just made it so ridiculous. It was just the easiest thing to just kill it's called the Royal Jelly. That's like the final boss of the slime pits. Oh shit, I didn't mean to move towards that right away. I'm gonna go invisible. Just kill this guy. This is normally a pretty strong enemy, but the fact that he can't see us means that he can't like use his spells. We're almost not invisible, but I think we can kill this guy. We can't. Okay. So we're going to use Freezing Cloud to finish him off. And then we miscast it.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've had some pretty unlikely sequences of miscasts before. You would be so surprised. Like I've had multiple 1%, like 4 or 5 1% miscasts in a row. And like it sucked really in like really bad moments. It can get pretty nuts. So we're gonna turn into a dragon, make ourselves invisible. Probably unnecessary for this random enemy, which isn't even that much of a threat. But that's fine. We can just go on a staircase, rest. Let's. This guy is electric. We can just turn invisible though. Okay, gross. This isn't as easy as I want it to be. I'm gonna use freezing clouds here and lightning spire. That didn't really end up in a good place. And I don't think I need to turn dragon form. I don't need to risk that. So we're going to use our rod of lightning here. Actually, no. Let's make a malign gate. Oh, we can't because it's too cramped in here. Right, because there's no 3x3. I don't know if I want to keep fighting this battle when I have expiring invisibility. Okay. We'll keep trying here. He can deal a lot of damage to us, but I don't think he's going to hit us. Because he can't see us and our evasion is really good. So now we're going to turn into a dragon because we're in a poison vapors cloud. So we did, and we didn't get contaminated, which is good. Only 16% chance to fail that, so it's not very likely. But okay, we've kind of overstayed our welcome here. Thunder Dragon is here, and this teleporter guy is here. So if we become not invisible anymore, then it's really, really bad for us. So we're going to start running. And see how we're blue invisible now? I'm going to step away, and I'm actually going to get out of this dragon form so we can be faster when we run. We're just a fast little kitty cat.
Dragon cat.
Yeah, a dragon kitty. Okay, so we're going to go dragon form, invisible. We're also going to equip this instead of our resist corrosion ring. It looks like the corrosion vault is done, other than the stationary enemies. So we're gonna approach this guy, kill him. Fight these guys. There's a thunder dragon. I'm going to use freezing cloud here. Freezing bolt. Freezing bolt. It doesn't look like we're going to kill these guys by the time we lose invisibility, so I'm going to start hightailing it. Get this guy out of the way. Well, you know what? I think we will, actually. Okay, so we leveled up. We're going to put the stat in dexterity to gain an extra dodging. See, we now have 30 instead of 29. We're going to chase after this dragon here. We're about to not be able to be invisible, but that's fine. We can kill him in time. Okay. Perfect. So the only thing that's left is this little vault here. Odds are the only thing that's in here is these. So what we're going to do is we're going to re-equip our resist corrosion ring. We're going to turn into a dragon, and we're going to go invisible. Go in here. These guys can't see invisible, and we're actually going to, once we step up here, we're going to make a malign gateway to help kill these things. We probably don't need to do that, but this definitely makes it faster.
He just cleaned up. He just swept up
the
hallway.
Pretty much. So, yeah, exactly. I just trimmed the hedges. Okay, so that's Zot 2. We're gonna turn to a. Oh no, I don't want to be a dragon. I want to be a stone statue here. Invisible. Go down. We can cancel the statue form. Let's kill this first. Then let's kill this.
What is Lugonu?
That's the god that I follow. I haven't used any god abilities, but he's like the god of the abyss, which is thematic for using Malign Gateway, although they're entirely unrelated. He gives me the ability Banish, Corrupt, Enter the Abyss, and Bend Space. Banish lets me get rid. Oh, you'll probably see me use Banish at one point. Banish lets me get rid of an enemy completely as long as I beat their magic resistance. Bend Space lets me like go to a random tile within my line of sight, and also causes enemies to like blink away and stuff. Corrupt destroys a bunch of walls on the floor, and it summons a bunch of ridiculous like otherworldly beings that just clean up the floor. That's what I used on the slime floor to steal the rune without killing the jelly. And Enter Abyss brings you to the abyss automatically. Basically, you use it when you're about to die and there's no other choice, and then you can just depart the abyss whenever you want. So he's like the god of the abyss, basically.
So why does it say he accepts your kill?
Oh yeah, that means that I'm gaining piety. So you spend to see how it says piety and stuff.
Okay.
It costs a certain amount.
To kill him. You smacked him and he died, and then your abyss god liked it.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a cursed toad. Those are super, super dangerous potentially, but it's summon mushrooms that can normally confuse you. Can't confuse me because I have an item, a specific super rare item that prevents me from being confused. Amulet of the Four Winds, and by pure coincidence, I also happen to have a mutation that's also very rare that does the same thing. So he's not as dangerous, but he can see invisibility. And he can also torment us, which gets rid of half of our life automatically. So that's like literally just what it does. So we're going to go into statue form. And the reason we're going to go into statue form is because statue form has a resistance to torment. And we're also going to summon a malign gateway. We could try to sneak up on it, I suppose. But it has a really high HD hit dice, which makes it really likely to spot us. Or should we just try to sneak up on it? Do you want to? Should we try to sneak up on it?
I don't know. What do you get for sneaking up on it? Free hit?
If I hit it when it's asleep, then I insta-kill it for sure.
Does invisibility matter here?
No, because it can see invisibility. Let's just try to kill it. That's a Quicksilver Dragon, so we're not going to do that. We're going to summon a malign gateway. There we go. I'm going to turn into a dragon. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. We can also summon lightning spires. I think it's resistant to electricity. It is. So, right, we want to do statue form. Fuck it. I think we'll be fine. Attack it. Attack it. Attack it. Attack it. Attack it. Nice. Okay, so it's dead. We killed it really, really fast with dragon form before it rolled torment. You know, it has like a chance of tormenting us, but it just never did. Make ourselves invisible. Kill the death cob. Death cobs are normally pretty dangerous.
It's supposed to be like a spooky corn on the cob.
It's exactly what it's supposed to be.
He's like a it's like a scarecrow that's made of corn or something.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. A dreadful undead cob of maize. Look, this one was probably a mistake. We're sorry. That's a silly description. Most of them are normal. Like a writhing tentacle. But that one isn't. So
Yeah.
this tentacle
Putrid
monstrosity can
mucus.
see invisibility. But the cob can't. So we're gonna make ourselves invisible and try to kill this first. Okay, so now the monstrosity is awake. So we're gonna turn into a dragon and summon lightning spires, and we're just gonna bash face. I hear 3 roars, so some enemies are probably coming.
What kind of enemies give you a
Probably
warning?
dragons. That's usually what roars are. I'm gonna turn invisible. Kill this guy. There's a white draconian. Where are you, invisible? I'll just. He can see invisibility. Yeah. And this thing's really strong, a golden dragon. So I'm going to summon a malign gateway because I know it's going to be up here.
Good spot.
Yeah, exactly. Because they can't appear in these hallways like this. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to turn into a dragon because I don't want to get poisoned here. And duke it out with the gold dragon guy. And we're gonna rest. We don't want to get caught out in this hallway when this tentacle. See how it's no longer green? That means it's attacking us. But if we just close this door and wait, then it'll 3 more roars. Interesting. Then it'll just be gone by the time we open it. So we're gonna turn into a dragon, make ourselves invisible, open the door, and okay. So we're going to throw down a freezing cloud. We miscast it. That's fine. Make a malign gateway. Wasn't a good position. In fact, we're just gonna run. This is a bad position. What's killing our malign gateway? Something killed our malign gateway on its. Oh, okay. So we were in the line of sight of this cursed toe, and it used Symbol of Torment on us in the turn that we accidentally moved. So that's not good. Because we're half life, we lost half our life points. So we're gonna break line of sight. I'm gonna end the transformation, and then I'm gonna just run away and outrun them. So we're gonna go back to here. Go back to here. There's a death cob. We're gonna just keep going. So we got out of that just fine. We're gonna explore. There's a death cob. Make ourselves invisible. See how it moved that all the way from there to here? It's because it's extremely fast. It moves like really, really quickly and can deal a lot of damage really quickly. So it's a pretty strong enemy, but it can't see us, and it's probably not going to hit us. I'm just going to finish it off with maybe that. Where'd it go? There it is. We'll just use this. Okay. Probably not going to need that for much longer here. Because we're on Zot 3. There's our cursed toe. Can we summon a malign gateway here? Yes, we can. What was that?
Was there 2 of them?
No, I think it was just over in this area here. So there's a malign gateway to back us up. We're going to go statue form. We miscast it. Try again. And there's the cursed toe. We're going to back up. Back up. Now it's attacking there. So we're going to move towards it. Hit it. And we killed it. So now we just need to cancel our transformation. We're going to get away from this tentacle. So when it turns bad, okay, then it's not going to hurt us. There's a gold dragon. We're going to do Malign Gateway and hope it lands here. Okay, so it landed over here. That's fine. We'll just run away, and this guy will run into this tentacle. Yeah, those things are pretty strong. And he's hasted. So, like I said, it could be any effect in the game. Where'd it go? Let's make ourselves invisible. Where'd it go?
You run up?
There he is. He just ran somewhere. Our stealth made him forget about us. Malign Gateway. It's all the way over there, which is kind of a bummer. We're just gonna... So it being hasted kind of sucks, because it means it hits 50% faster.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah, and it deals 40 damage and 20 damage.
Are these the strongest enemies you faced?
They're the strongest dragons. Or this is the strongest dragon. So I think that, you know what? I wonder if we can just banish it. No, we can't. Okay. Let's back up. Let's hit it with some acid. Let's just bash face. Over in the background are tentacles fighting off these guys. Okay, let's get out of the way of this tentacle before it goes bad. Remember, Dave, you can never trust a tentacle.
It's a good life lesson.
Alright, make ourselves invisible. Kill these guys.
These draconians seem like they're kind of pushovers.
Yeah, the regular draconians are kind of fodder. For most of the time, they're total fodder, but like for us, they're only kind of fodder. We just got to be careful of their breath, because different breaths can do pretty strong stuff. Like Chilling Breath can deal 3d 18, not against us, but like, okay, let's re-equip. We're running around without our resistance ring on. So let's go dragon. And we'll just... Oh, shit! So this is the most badass monster in the game. This is an Orb of Fire. Its fire effect deals 3d 40, potentially. And this, which can't miss, Fireball, deals 3d 43. It's immune to electricity, poison, fire, and negative energy, and resistant to cold. And it's only vulnerable to silver, which we don't have. It's not relevant. And it's fast. And it can see invisibility as well. And it's also immune to like a bunch of other stuff, like in the background that it doesn't say. So this is, like, when it comes to badass monsters, this is the most badass.
How did he get there? It's just its own enemy, or was it like summoned?
It's its own enemy. If they have a little purple dot at the corner, then that means it's summoned. So we have good fire resistance, which means that this will probably only deal like 3d 18 or something, and this will probably only deal like 3d 25. But he's also fast, and he doesn't have an attack at all. So he only uses his spells or he moves towards you. And he doesn't cantrip at all, which means he doesn't do anything where he uses like a useless spell. This malmutate causes us to mutate as well. So that's really bad. These are the things that you prepare the whole game to beat. So I'm gonna use one of our 14 haste. I never have this many haste potions. I've never even seen a stack of 14 haste potions. Okay, so I guess we have plenty of haste. So we're going to use this to make us move really fast. Then we're going to we're going to move back, and we're going to move down to summon a better malign gateway, so it doesn't go up here, most likely. So we're going to summon a gateway. Nice, good placement. And we're gonna fight this with our buddy. First I'm gonna use Wand of Acid on it to try to weaken its AC, because it has like a really high AC here. And we're gonna try to kill it here with our Dragon Claws.
Stomping him.
Yeah. Yeah, think about I'm dealing a lot of damage to him, and he's
Did he just
him
like
down.
keep missing his spells, or why didn't he do anything to you?
I think he might have been using Malmutate on us, but it just didn't successfully, or maybe it didn't. I'm not sure why he didn't hit us. He might have been like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe they do cantrip sometimes. I feel like we just got really. Oh! It's because see this. That's how fast we attack. We attack half a turn in half a turn.
Okay,
So we were doing like two. He was using one spell for every like 3 attacks we were doing, like every 2 attacks or so. So
he had no chance.
Yeah, because we had haste and stuff. So we better run from this guy, from this tentacle. Okay. So we're gonna turn into a dragon, and I don't think that we need to. I don't think. Okay, there we go. We can. Let's turn invisible. There's 2 enemies here. One of them can dispel us. This guy's pretty strong, but he can't see us at all. So.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Just gonna kill these guys. Dragon. Boom. This. Alright. So we're going to call that an episode, and next time we're going to finish up in Zot. Actually, you know what? We'll just make this a longer episode. Just finishing up the game, collecting our streak. Actually, Zot 5 is going to take a long time, so we are going to end it. So that's the episode. See you guys next time.